All right, welcome to the Lowdown, brought to you by Unibet. I'm Dev Sahni, and joining me today is one of the most destructive heavyweights in all of the world. It's a man knocking on the door for major honours in 2022. It is, of course, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. How are you, mate?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Happy New Year. Good Christmas, good New Year?
Everything's been good, It's a new year and new things on the horizon, so I'm really excited.
What does a Christmas in the Dubois household look like?
Same as any other, man. It's family time and lots of, just good memories, really, and everyone just, relaxing for a while and taking a mind off of things.
I bet you were still in the gym though, weren't you? I bet you still, because you've got the cabin and you've got it all set up. I bet you were still hitting stuff.
We still, yeah, we're always ticking over, ain't
we? How do you look back on 2021? I mean, it looked like quite a comeback year for you, and it went well, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good year. It was a good kick start to the comeback and everything, and what can I say? It went well. It's 2 fights, and I'm just looking forward to the future now. I'm just a new year, a new start, a new beginning.
Well, I just want to keep back at 2021 for a bit. Just talking about that first fight, Bogdan Dinu. When you went in there, you looked like a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. And then when you won and when you knocked him out, it just looked like a massive relief. Is that what happened?
You could say that, yeah. I haven't really thought about it much since then, but it was a moment for me. I had with myself, and I just thought, yeah, I'm back now, and it's on, game on.
Game on. And of course, then there was the US debut. There was Joey Cusimano. You were live on Showtime, pay-per-view. That one just looked like you were taking in every single moment.
Yeah, I loved it out there, wasn't it? It was great. You was out there as well. Everyone we went over there and we done the business, so it was all good.
Let's go to today. I mean, the reports are out there right now. Obviously, you are number one with the WBA, the World Boxing Association, and the reports are emerging that they are going to order a fight between champion Trevor Bryan and yourself. What are you hearing?
Same as you, really. That's a fight that's going to happen, and that's a fight I want, and that's the title I want. So as soon as it can happen, then we'll be ready. Still waiting, still just ticking over at the moment, but it's all things hopefully go that way.
It sounds like a fight that you really fancy, this Trevor Bryan fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've been since last year, really, and it was mentioned to me. I wanted that fight straight away. It could happen this year, and I'm more than ready to, wherever it's in England or the US, wherever, I want to get my hands on that title and bring it home and move on. It's a step in the right direction for me.
Well, what do you think of Trevor Bryan? Have you seen much of him?
Not really. Not really. I've checked him out, of course, but he's not that impressive to watch or anything like that. I see just someone standing in my way potentially if we get it on. We just fingers crossed at the moment.
I think it would be quite a big event should this come off. I mean, it's got to happen at some point. Frank's talking about, you're going to be out in March, and he's hoping that it will be Trevor Bryan. With him, he'll bring Don King over if it's in the UK. If you go out there, it's, Don King's going to be involved as well. I think it's going to be a lot of noise around this fight.
Yeah, it'll be fun. The whole show should be, be great. I'd love to just take everyone on this trip with me, this ride, and just take it on to go further than we've been before, and let's keep the momentum moving.
So you say that you've seen a little bit of him, and he's not that impressive. I mean, how do you see a fight between yourself and him playing out?
No, I see myself beating him, and that's it, really. I see myself winning. That's what we train to do, I'm in the gym, and we're ticking over at the moment, but as soon as I get a date and I name an opponent, and I just train to win, and and perform and go out there and bring it home, really.
Do you think you can knock him out?
Definitely. That's the only, everyone knows that I've only fight one way. And definitely I'll be looking for that. But, it's just, let's see, man.
So if you pick up this title, of course, it's the WBA World Heavyweight title. It makes you a real player at the top table, gives you a slice of the heavyweight pie. There's, of course, still the WBA Super Champion, whoever that's going to be when the time comes. Usyk has the belt now. He's got the rematch with Joshua. It might be Fury by the time, everything plays out with yourself. I mean, these are the sorts of names that you really want to be involved in down the line, right?
Of course, whoever has the belts, I want to face him. And it's looking like it's going to go in that direction. So there we are.
You can't stop smiling. This is good stuff, isn't it?
It's I'm really excited. This what's on the horizon is going to be good. I'm determined to go for it now and look good in every performance I have from now, whether it's against this next guy or someone else. I've got to look explosive, look devastating, and really do the business and look the part.
You've had longer with Shane now. You've had quite a while with him, and obviously there's been no fight since August. I think you was going to fight in February. It's been pushed now. It's going to be March. How's that all going? Do you feel yourself like stronger, sharper, better?
Well, yeah, definitely. I'm getting older every day, so I'm more experienced, more experienced in the gym, and thinking about what just all round improving my game. And you guys are going to see once I'm back in the ring. But that's what I can say for now, from how I feel, from how I'm feeling now. I'm feeling good.
You mentioned something there. You're thinking more. Do you feel as though that's something that was maybe lacking? As obviously you were younger, but now you're becoming more and more of a man. You're 23, 24 now, I think, aren't you?
Yeah, that's
24.
right.
So you're thinking things through a little bit more. Are you feeling that?
No, it's just as you know, with anything, you want to become a master at what you do, your craft and whatever it is. And that's what I'm after, to master it and control it to the best as I can while I can. So yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the heavyweight picture right now? Where is Daniel Dubois when you think about all the best heavyweights in the world? Where do you see yourself fitting into that picture?
I see, let's see this next couple of fights. Let's just see where it goes now. I want to take every fight at a time, and I'll be up there at the top level and fighting the best, around and winning a world title, becoming a world champion, and holding on to it for a good long while. But yeah, that's my aim, really. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I mean, look, all you can do is just keep knocking out the people in front of you, and it's going pretty well so far. Away from yourself, let's talk a little bit about the heavyweight division. A few fights have happened. A few things have changed since we last spoke. What did you make of Anthony Joshua's fight with Oleksandr Usyk?
Yeah, it was a good win for Usyk and a good fight for both of them, really. It was win-win either way for Joshua. And he's going to have a rematch now. I don't know how that will go, how that will turn out. But, he's really reached the top level, and what more can he really do? Face Fury and all of that, and the guys at the top level, and that's how it is. We'll see how it goes in the rematch, though.
Were you surprised with how the fight played out?
Once a little bit. A lot of people. I'm with the same opinion that he should have probably roughed him up or fought a bit more physical with him and use his strength and all of that. But he did what he did, and the fight turned out the way it did. So but Usyk just used his skill and his boxing technique. Superior boxer, so came off good.
Do you think he can win the rematch, Joshua?
Possibly. Yeah, he could. He's got a chance. He's got, he's saying all the right things about changing up and coming in with a different attitude. So we'll see.
Well, the other thing he's been doing is he's been going from gym to gym, it looks like in America, trying out different trainers. I know that may be something that actually resonates with you. I know in the amateur days, you were going around from gym to gym. You didn't just stay in one spot. As a professional, you're with Shane McGuigan now. What do you make of him trying all these different trainers and stuff?
He's got to do what's right for him, and he's got to look out for number one. And if that's the right decision that he feels he needs to make, then yeah, so be it. With me, you always have to change it up once things go stale or once it's been broken, then you need to try and fix it. So, good luck on.
And what about Tyson Fury against Deontay Wilder? They completed their trilogy. I mean, it's one of the best fights I've ever seen. What did you think of that?
It was a great slugfest, wasn't it? They both showed the championship heart, championship grit and determination, and what you need really to win at the top level. You need to, go through the pain barrier and just keep going. It was something else to watch, really.
When you're watching these fights, do you just watch them as a fan, as a boxing fan, like I'd watch them, or you watch them thinking, what would I do in there? How would I fare against this guy? What are you sort of throwing punches and shadow boxing as you're watching?
I'm watching it with an eye of a contender as well as a spectator, but it's showing you what you need to really have inside of you to make it at the top level. And Fury showed he's the man at the moment, and then and Deontay Wilder put up a great effort, he gave it his all really. He carried on for as long as he could, and he was just showing you what the top level is all about and what can come down to, really life and death struggle. But it was exciting to watch.
It was a hell of a fight. Look, and then talk obviously was about, is Tyson Fury going to fight Oleksandr Usyk? Can that fight happen with all the heavyweight marbles at stake? If that fight does get made at some point, how do you see that going?
I think Fury will win though. It's just different style, isn't he? Usyk's floating about, moving about, and Fury's sort of like a slick boxer as well. But I think Fury will take it.
And just the last one on fights that aren't anything to do with you. Man that you sparred, man that you spent some time with, got to know a bit. Dereck Chisora took on Joseph Parker. He lost that fight, but he really seemed to come away once again winning the hearts of the British public with his performance. Did you watch it, and what did you think?
I thought it was a good fight, wasn't it? It was exciting. Chisora is definitely a war horse, and he wants, he's saying he's going to continue. So, you can't. But guys come through so much, and he's still going strong, and he still has a lot of fight left in him. So it's a really honor to see him fighting and giving everyone else, a run for the money, and it's, a good fight.
Well, look, if he's going to keep fighting, and I know you're going to keep fighting, hey, might happen one day.
Possibly down the road.
Would you find that, because obviously, like you don't really talk to your opponents or anything, you don't really get on with your opponents and everything, but with Chisora, I mean, he's one of those legends, right? And you've got on with him, you spent time with him. How would you go about that fight if that was made? Like,
well, it becomes business then, doesn't it? It's become, we're not buddies once that contract's been signed, and we're gonna go on for the kill really. But I've got a lot of every time he's like one of the icons, the all-time warriors of the game, and there's not many that have just carried on from he's come through a few generations from the Klitschko area to now, and he's still going on strong. So it's good to see.
Yeah, 100%. Sorry, I said that was going to be the last one. I'll ask you one more. It looks like perhaps we're going to see Tyson Fury against Dillian Whyte if they can sort that out, all the legalities and stuff going on. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Surely Dylan's got a puncher's chance. Definitely, he's got a chance. He's worked his way up to the position to challenge, and I think Fury wins though. I feel like he can, he can sort of soaks up punishment and he carries on, doesn't he? He seems, he's got a heart, really got a heart, and can really, can really fight. But Dylan's in with a chance. So we'll see, man.
So you feel as though Fury's #1 in the world right now, sort of setting himself apart from the rest of the guys?
Definitely, from the 3 fights with Wilder, and Wilder being the fighter that he is and the puncher that he is, and he came through that, so he's definitely up there. He's definitely.
So what about you, Daniel? This is going to be the last thing I ask you before I let you go and carry on with your Friday evening. Any New Year's resolutions? What's going on?
You tell me yours, man.
Have I got any New Year's resolutions? That's a good question. I actually always just say no. I don't really do them. I just try and crack on and just try and be nice and interview great heavyweight boxers like yourself.
Same old.
That's it.
Yeah, just hey, we'll just we just got to see how this year starts off, man. Now, how the shows, how it unravels really, and what happens next. We're all waiting for it.
Well, in your perfect 2022, if we are to talk on December 31st and we look back on the year, what would have happened? What's the perfect 2022 for Daniel Dubois?
More fights and more explosive, devastating finishes and fights for myself. Whoever I fight and whoever I face, hopefully pick up this WBA belt along the way, and go for some big names and put myself in a position to challenge for some of the top fighters out there, and really give, really put on real good fights and have fights the public are demanding, and hopefully settles, put my name up there with the best.
It sounded like you were going to say settle the score there, as in, like maybe you were thinking about Joyce.
Hey, of course, Joyce, of course. That along the way, that's definitely in my heart. I want to fight him again and get my revenge. But we see how it goes. You see, maybe we fight for a world title in a year or so, whatever.
Do you feel you're ready now? You're in a different place compared to what you were before, and you can do the outcome will be very different this time.
Oh, definitely. Once I've trained and once we're really got my mind set on it, and I've got a day, you'll see for yourself.
All right, Daniel, I'm going to let you go. Is there anything you want to finally add? Any message to the fans?
No, just keep supporting and keep up the good work, and it's always good to hear from you, Dev, and what's going on. It's just good to be feeling brand new and fresh for the new year and see what's on the horizon. But I'm ready for it, whatever comes.
Good man. And it's good to hear from you too, Daniel. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of you very soon, especially if this date all happens March 19th. That means there's going to be press conferences, there's going to be face-offs, and there's going to be all sorts of stuff that I'm sure you enjoy. Yeah. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right.
All right, mate. Take care. Speak soon, mate. Bye-bye.